Welcome back to Bloom. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and joining us with some great advice is Dr. June. Welcome back to Bloom, Dr. June.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's always great to have you, and I know that you're going to kind of shine the spotlight on a very important issue. Why is it important to highlight mental health awareness?
Well, it's so important because do you know that anxiety and depression has risen about 30% within the last year?
I believe it.
And of course, it's related to the pandemic, being in the house, can't get out. And so it really needs to be recognized. And so people can realize I'm not the only one. You know, sometimes they think that, oh my God, I'm in the house, I'm stressed out. You're not the only one that's stressed out. You're not the only one who's feeling down. So this is something that helps them realize that. And also, because it's being talked about, listen, go get help. You know, professional help, you can talk to your doctor, they can refer you to the right type of professional, medication, the whole 9 yards. So if you talk about it and let people know this is something that is happening that's common, then maybe you can get help.
Now, Dr. June, you mentioned medication. That's a good solution for many people, but what are other ways to strengthen our mental health?
Yeah, so many times we think that, oh, we just have to go run and take a pill, which, you know what, sometimes you do. There's nothing wrong with taking medication. But there are some other, I wouldn't say unorthodox, but non-traditional. So for example, you can teach somebody something. Like, I know you know how to cook. You can teach me how to make a dish.
Right.
So someone who you can help another person. Also, learning something can help in strengthening your mental health as well. So say you wanted to learn how to play the violin. Someone said that a violin is a fun instrument. I don't know how to play the violin, but that's what they said is a fun instrument. So learning how to do something is also helpful. Teaching, learning, and also being able to express yourself, because sometimes when you're holding it in, but having a conversation with someone, and then you may find out, hey, you know what, this person can help me just by having a conversation. It doesn't have to be formal. Even the teaching and learning doesn't have to be formal. So just remembering those non-traditional ways. Of course, there's the traditional yoga, you know, exercise,
breathing,
those type of things, meditation. But these are some non-traditional things that you can do.
I like that. I hadn't heard those before. I see you have some props in front of you. Is what we eat part of our mental health? Yes,
because, you know, the brain is a part of our mental health. Traditionally, back, I don't know how many years ago, don't make me remember my classes, but I guess late 1800s, early 1900s, they thought that mental health and mental illness was like witchcraft or devil worshiping or things like that. Well, we find out that it is related to the brain. There's neurotransmitters in our brains. Either you have too many or too little. And so that's what causes the disorders. But there's something called brain foods, and you know I'm all about the food. So salmon is very good brain food. It helps you reduce that anxiety. It helps you feel better physically, and so when you feel better physically, of course, you're thinking better mentally, of course. Also, berries is good for your memory. So disorders such as Alzheimer's and degenerative brain disorders, berries, and these are walnuts. Walnuts are very good for your mental health. And when we talk about non-traditional ways, I brought here my Optimist book, okay? And so journaling, writing down your feelings, writing down notes, those also help stimulate the brain and can help you be stronger mentally.
I think these are all great tips. I love it. Thank you so much.
You see, I wore my walking shoes.
Yes, you did. Get
walking
moving.
is very good.
That is key. That is key. All right, Dr. June, she always has the best information. And if you want to find more information, you can visit youtube.com/cookingupadvice. I love that.
Thank you.
All right, we will be back with more Bloom right after this.
It's gonna be alright.